Welcome back and or to the channel. Formerly Trucker Ride, now just Ride, and the S.E.E channel. And we appreciate you being here. It's Sunday night, and we made it to Joplin, Missouri. We got up 5 o'clock this morning. 4 o'clock. Get my facts straight. 4 o'clock this morning, got on the road at 5:45. And we got here just after 5 o'clock this afternoon on Central Time. So, yeah, it's a 12-hour day. But we had, how many stops? Four stops along the way. And boring ass as hell for me, anyways. Um, but we had a good drive. It's a beautiful day. No rain, nothing adverse. Chicago was quiet, or Joliet in the southern, Southland. St. Louis, pretty simple. They had the drag strip going there by the Speedway as we came around by Troy, Illinois, and all that. Other than that, pretty uneventful. But since my last live stream, we have had the foot on the throttle to clear out of our Michigan house, making way to head to our home in Arizona. And with that said, we were doing like 18-hour days, eating very little, sleeping very little, ever since I got out of the truck, which has been 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's been 10 days, going on almost 2 weeks. I've been out of the truck, and we have just mountains to get where we're at. That said, in the midst of that, I spent 3 days. Went down to my dad's to see him for Father's Day, have dinner, brought back a truck that he owned, and drove that for a couple days, and then that went on the auto transporter. That is going to be there tomorrow. That's going to get dropped off at a friend's house there in Arizona, and along with my golf cart and the trailer. But moving possibly out there after the 4th, sometime Wednesday. Well, it'll be about another week and a half. We should see him out there, roughly. And we'll get out there Tuesday. I've got to get my CDL switched over at the DMV out there, and probably popping in to see my new employer. And other than that, just getting the house ready so when we get our stuff in from the pods, we can start. We're going to put that in storage because we're going to have to purge out the old house or the new house from the previous owner's stuff that they left behind. They left it fully furnished. With that, we got some other projects and stuff we want to this spearhead before we start bringing stuff in. I think once the wife sees that house and for a couple days, then she'll realize when we start bringing stuff in out of the pods, there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to get sold, discarded, or given away because we still have too much stuff we brought out. That's been the terrorizing part is the Michigan home and just everything we had and had obtained over the last decade or more. That for two people to have that much shit, but when you got a 4-bedroom house, you know you got room to throw it somewhere, and that was a really big downfall. When I got back from Ohio this week, we really went all out to where both of us were just downright fatigued. Wasn't yesterday, it was the day before today, so excuse me too. Friday, I was so exhausted. I crawled into bed. I couldn't even lift my arms. And we have just been going and going and going. I'm tired right now. As soon as we got to the hotel here in Joplin, I've been just like, we dove into bed, about 9:30 last night, and we got up at 4 today. But we dove into bed, hadn't showered in days, sweaty, dirty, and um, just too tired to take a shower. We jumped in, got a few hours sleep. We're up till 7 tomorrow, and we're on Central Time right now. So it started this at 7, so it should be 8 o'clock Eastern Time. But with all that, we're just going to back it down. I knew we were going to run to here because I want to be able to get up, go see Brian. If he's there tomorrow at Four States Truck. It's just a quick, give me a minute, just a hi, how are you? Appreciate the work you've done. Get a picture with him and then move on. He's a busy man. And then we realized today the dashboard's been flashing low battery on the key fob. So she's got a YouTube video for me to watch. Luckily with that car, it was that 2019 Toyota's, even though they got electronics, but 2020 and newer now is more of the stupid shit in it. But we don't have to have the dealership reprogram the car to the key fob and all that. So we just got to do a battery swap. So I just make sure I watch the video to make sure I take the key fob apart without destroying it and get us on our way. Lastly, we're just excited. We're excited, but we're fatigued out. This pushed us at our ages to the limit. And I'm glad we're doing it now because there's no way we could do this 10 or 12 years from now. It's definitely trying. Now, I had a lot of folks say, isn't that kind of expensive to transport your truck and stuff out there? And I guess a lot of people just don't understand. We've been planning this for 8 years, and I've been beating the drums on this. We planned this for 8 years. It's not like we just woke up here the end of winter and decided, hey, let's move. This has been since February 2018 to February of 2026. We found our house that we loved out there back on the market. We moved on it. We bought it. It took us over 2 months to get the house. Came back, said we got to get everything liquidated and, downsize and get ready to move and move out there. We got to commit and go because now we own that house. And in the midst of all that, in between those 8 years, we've been saving money. We've been paying off debt. To get up and think you're going to get up and move across the country, unless you're either sitting on your trust fund baby or sitting on some FU money or lottery money or something where you can just pay people to move your ass, we saved up money for this. We strategically put together, a moving plan that took months and months and months. She has been day and night, getting estimates on logistics between, all kinds of ways of moving us out there. And we found, piecing together like a puzzle, the best route to do this financially to keep costs down and get everything moved safely. And a lot of people are just like, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? I said, well, I'm taking the risk out. To be able to put the truck and the trailer that hauls my golf cart on someone else's back and let them worry about moving it out there. I don't have that second vehicle, gas, wear and tear, breakdown, another high risk possibility of breaking down. Then I got to have someone, because my wife can't drive. She can drive 20 minutes to and from the house, but to drive across this country, not with her medical conditions. And I've been beating that in the ground, but a lot of been sensitive people just don't get that, I would have to either fly someone back to Michigan or fly someone to Michigan to drive the second vehicle. So now their time is valuable. So now I'm paying them probably about $200 or more a day. So say there's $1,000 or more for the week to tie them up. Food and lodging, gas in that vehicle. Plus, I'm pulling a trailer with a golf cart and other equipment in it. Now I got, what's the problem with any utility trailer? 15-inch tires, wheel bearing problems, tire blowout, so I'm taking all the risk and the liabilities of that happening, put it on someone else, and just take the wear and tear off my vehicle, pay someone else to do it, and all I got to do is drive our vehicle. All she's got to do is sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. And we're so beat up that she was just miserable today because we haven't got no sleep. You know, it's just hard to say we needed help to get things done, but it's hard to have someone standing there always. You're going to spend more time directing them on what you need to get done than it is for you to just to keep doing it, picking away at it every day. So that's what we did. We made it happen, and I will never do this again. So this is a one and done move. So anyone that may think that, oh, I'm going to miss Michigan or move back or anything is full of shit. I won't need the drive truck, and just driving across to Joplin from Grand Rapids, Michigan already. Just seeing, I'm already road fatigued from being in the semi, just driving this far, and I'm like, there's no freaking way I want to get back in the truck. I just tolerating other truck drivers alone and their asinine stupidity of driving out there, and along with all the other four-wheeling American drivers, it's like, nah. Drive a nice city route to work, come back, get myself off the big road and all the congestion and traffic from the highway driving. I'm glad that's in my rearview mirror. That's been a lot of stress. That aspect's been, backed off me, but it was the liquidating stuff. I mean, I don't want to call them worldly possessions, but when you all of a sudden you start buying and accumulating stuff, it's like after a while, I told her, I said, going forward, we got to look at, with a smaller house, if we're bringing something in, something's got to go out because we got nowhere to hoard or store anything. So it's going to keep us in check. And our vision is looking 20 years down the road of expanding on our businesses, being able to take $100 and turn it into $1,000, just by investments or buying assets that are going to either grow in value or cash flow us. So we have had already, we're not even moved out there, and we've got business opportunities hitting us left and right. And it's just amazing when you start stepping in that direction of success and thinking successfully. And when I say that, is you can't be highly successful, you can't be absolutely, like, if you want to be up here and you're just getting down here at getting by, you can't be a millionaire, you can't be successful just working a 9-to-5 W-2 job. You got to have skin in the game doing something way different. Starting your own business, taking money, discretionary money you have after you paid your bills, and putting it into growing assets, whether it's cash flowing, rental properties, or if it's some kind of investment that will give you a return over time. That's where you should be doing. But, we've seen oodles of friends that, they buy things, they take trips, they do this, they do that. And, they're going about their life, and that's fine. We did it at one time, her and I, but we want to have more experiences and travel more. And to do that, I want to have home-based businesses we can work on and grow. And when the time comes and I don't do this W-2 9-to-5 job, we can still be making money and expanding on that and still growing our wealth. And not in a greedy way, but never, like I said before, we're never worrying about going in and worrying about the price of groceries, putting food on the table. So, excuse me. But anyhow, we got a lot of positive things going on. And right now, we just got to get past the fatigue part of being just burned out. I'm road fatigued from driving. We're both physically fatigued from fixing the house up, getting rid of stuff, and then cleaning the house and just doing last minute things around there, tuning the yard up before we left. It's got a showing this week. We're hoping to be under contract before too long, and we can move on from that and just worry about just our house out there, and that's it. And taking a lot of responsibilities, having a smaller house, less upkeep, less, I want to say, overall maintenance, so we can invest more time in ourselves together as a couple, but also growing, doing other things that doesn't require us to be employed to an employer, but we can make good cash flow. It is so crucial, and it's just many things that we've been working on for years and years and years, and it's just hard to get that across. Um, we saved up enough money to cover our expenses and cover our mortgage, just everything. And it just baffles people that, you can spend money to do that, spend money to do that. I said, yeah, I can pay a transporter to take my vehicles across the country, you know, other than pissing money away on a cruise or a Mexican vacation or a tropical island vacation or a Disney trip. That money went towards moving my shit, not pissing it away on sports or entertainment or any other BS stuff. Um, we have just too many other things that really is going to entice us more to have fun together besides just going out in a crowd, whether it's going to a sporting event or a concert. We got some other things we're going to entertain ourselves at is going to help grow this channel. So when we go to seek out entertainment, it's also taking the YouTube channel with us. We're going to be now close proximity to many other YouTubers from Utah to Vegas to Arizona, to where we can, take you guys along and really just have that experience along the way when we're not indulging into our investments and other home-based practices. But anyhow, I just wanted to get out there and let you guys know what we've been up to. We've been just extremely, extremely busy to where we have physically wore our bodies out. So tonight's a resting night. We got 11 hours in of driving. But tomorrow's not going to be so much. We'll finish out Tuesday and get out there midday Tuesday is my anticipation. So being at Joplin, we'll get us to Oklahoma City and then take 40 across, and then we'll kind of play it from there on how far we want to go. So by the time we hit that, and we'll probably look at getting another hotel. Thing of it is we got to get hotels for where's Bobo Boy there? Benny. He tired. Our wiener dog. He is just fatigued. Oh, hey, bud. Come here. Want to come see Daddy? He's tired. He's been in the back seat. We had to medicate him because he is a horrible car rider out of 4 Dachshunds. He's the one that's back there flailing around and having a hissy fit because he hates car rides. But we had to stop for bathroom breaks often for him. He's 13 years old now, so he's getting up there. And wife and I to stretch our legs because our muscles are sore just from lifting and moving, packing those pods all in a 2-day span. And I want to thank my neighbor John, who he came off third shift Thursday night, got home Friday morning, never went to bed, just gave me hours and hours and hours of his time on Friday Like I said, coming off third shift to help me pack all the heavy stuff into the pods and get those buttoned up, ready to be picked up tomorrow. We've had a few good blessings of people that have helped us in Michigan. Um, Rich and Jennifer, you guys came up, got some stuff from us, and helped us out over the years. But appreciate that. And Doug and Sue, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, they stopped over. Got out, took the most of the perishables out of our fridge because you don't realize, oh shit, you got your fridge and stuff that needs to get cleaned out. So we threw a lot of stuff away, but a lot of stuff we gave away. Um, yeah, anybody else I'm missing? Um,
Michelle.
my daughter Rochelle, who helped with quite a bit, 2 trailer loads of stuff she took off our hands at the beginning, and then she just took some more stuff to sell for us because we just didn't have the room to drag it out here nor keep it anywhere feasible in the time being. The last minute stuff that didn't sell, so she's going to finish that up for us. 2 things. I think it was the TV and the doggo ramp.
Ramp. That's it.
Yeah, the ramp.
I sold TVs.
Yep, she sold both TVs. So we liquidated all of. We didn't take no TV. We took one TV, a classic Samsung, before all the stupid cameras were put in them, and where they could, if they wanted to look in on you. What else? Oh, I really want to say, and they don't really watch YouTube nor know about it, but my dad and my stepmother, who this time around, it was the first time when we got this house, we were financially bottomed out, being laid off twice and trying to, getting started up in a driving career after being out for 14 years, just getting back on our feet. My in laws helped us back in 2015 with the down payment assistance to get the Michigan house. And in due time, it took us about 4 or 5 years to pay them back, and we did that. This time around, I want to thank my dad and my stepmom for many of things, to helping us, matching what we had for down payment. My dad and giving me a good deal on the truck of his because he can't drive no more. And so I got me a nice, I wanted something daily, nothing lifted, no big tires, no mud tires, no craziness like I had with the Ram. I needed a truck that's going to get good fuel mileage, easy to maintain, and get back and forth to a job. And still tow lightly and all that. So a Nissan Titan, been happy with that. I think it's a great fuel mileage. And we drove it for a couple days before we shipped it out, and I'm very happy that I got that. And probably one of the few things. I mean, my dad's got a big toolbox, but I've got nowhere to store it, nor do I need that magnitude of tools, because my new job is supplying the toolbox and tools, because they got, specific tools they're using specifically on what they have for a fleet. So you don't need, if they don't have it, they'll get it for the shop, not just for an individual. But anyhow, Ron and Kathy out there, over the years, helping us out and inspiring us to, keep our feet on the ground and moving forward to, get motivated to get out there. It's been a blessing. Many people have blessed, and you think you're down and out, and you're fighting a spiritual warfare, but that's what it felt like for us these last few weeks. But we know we just stayed true, and just as frustrating as it got, look to the Lord and just be thankful that you count your blessings and everything came out in the wash. And you look around and you got the right people in your corner also helping you here, near you. And we've been very blessed to be where we're at. Not a lot of people will rise above all these circumstances that has faced us over the last 12, 13 years. 13 years. Many of things we've overcome. It's been definitely trying us on our patience. But I've lost my cool many a times. But I get recentered and I just keep pushing forward. I definitely don't. I think a lot of people don't have the coping skills when life really slaps them hard or knocks them down. And they turn to the pills, the drugs, the alcohol to bury their sorrows and play the victim, and or just be in denial and playing the victim because they're numbing themselves. Um, we just kept pressing on, and we've had some good highs and lows. We've some good times. We've had some bad times, but overall, this is what we wanted to make this move. It was hard. This has been the hardest thing I've had to do. It was easier for me to move to Atlanta, Georgia to go to school to be a chiropractor than it was what we're doing now. But I could tell you that because we kept pressing to get through it, to make this move happen, and to be living out in Arizona means we have a passion to be there. It wasn't just an obligation, but it was a passion of ours to want to do this and get out there, get situated, and start enjoying our lives even more than ever we've done prior. So it's been a long battle. It's like moving a mountain up a mountain to get where we're at. And now we can just slowly unpack and filter out what we are going to eat and get rid of, and then pick the pieces up from there. I figure probably around October we should be leveled off. Um, there's a lot of things I want to upgrade on the new house to give it our personal touch, but I'd say by the first of next year we should be over 90% settled in, tuned in the way we want to be, and moving forward. So many of things to come, many places to go and see and venture into that doesn't pertain to being in a. Oh, my dog's over here dreaming. Is he okay? Laura, is he okay?
He's sleeping.
He's dreaming. Yeah, my little guy's over here. He's kind of crying in his sleep, twitching. He's he's exhausted. He's been under a lot of stress. For him, and this is our little wiener dog, but he's lost two of his siblings 2 weeks apart over a month ago, and as they had passed, we've been liquidating everything in the house, clearing the house out, cleaning it up, repainting, just doing all kinds of changes. And he's just standing around like, what is going? Like his world's crumbling around him. But we've had to stop and reassure that everything's okay and we're not getting rid of him or anything like that, because you could see he's very scared and skittish about things right now with all the change. So we been comforting him, and me and him been taking quite a few walks in the mornings and stuff like that with my coffee, and just kind of, for me it's still deprogramming, but the transition out of the truck and into this new job, oh, sorry, it's what I want to say, I haven't had time to really make the transition because we're from one job to another, because I got all this stuff in between. So therefore, um, it'll probably hit me a few weeks down the road after we're out there and moving along. But until then, I just want to get this travel time over with, kind of settle into the house, and kind of get acclimated there and going. So, and getting my rest. Not being on the road driving like we are now or had been, and just being able to wake up, do a normal 8-hour day job, come home, and just kind of let my body really, I want to say, decompress, acclimate, and just go forward with what we plan on doing. So I'm going to cut it short here. It's been 30 minutes, but we're in the hotel room now in Joplin, pretty much across the street from Four States Trucks here. Run over there tomorrow, do one more thing, and then we're hitting the road probably around 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. I figured if we drive to about 6-ish or so tomorrow, that'll be good. And get about 8, 10 hours of driving, about 8 hours of driving in tomorrow. I'll be happy with that. So we're about 16 hours away from our house. And so I figured if I get half of that done, I'll be good for Tuesday. Um, Funny thing is we've been since last week. The running joke with her and I is, what's the weather like at home? It's like we're looking at weather in Arizona anymore. We just stopped calling our Michigan home anymore. It's like someone just take it off our hands. Home's out there, and that's where home's gonna be till end of time for us. But this was a long thought out process in the decision making, and a lot of people that they just don't know us well enough to know how we got positioned this way. Many years of getting positioned to be able to afford to make this move and buy this house and do many of things. And like I said, these are obstacles that a lot of people would never see through because they deem it too challenging, too difficult, and they would give up even trying to move in a direction in their life like we're doing. And I'll tell you, her and I have moved mountains over the years, and yeah, I won't take that walk again. Um, this is gonna be my one and only girl, so next to my daughter. Um, I'm tired. I'm just damn tired between trucking and moving, and I'm just looking forward to having a normal life when I settle in out there. So I appreciate y'all coming along, keeping up with what we're doing. And if you guys could, like, comment, subscribe, and anything you need to want to know or see from us, let us know. She's tired. I was going to try to have her in the live stream, but she got into bed and she's gassed out. I'm gassing out right after 8. We stopped at Bucky's, the first Bucky's, that coming across the Mississippi, and Springfield. I grabbed a slice and a ground brisket sandwich. Some of the Bucky, they call them Bucky chips, but potato chips. And I had those two. And I knew that dinner was going to knock me out. So I'm going to be sleeping good. So, but we've had a good time over the years, like on this channel, the things we've seen and done. But trucking's behind me now. To stay up on a lot of stuff, I just got myself subscribed to just probably down to 5 channels. 2 are in trucking. 3 others are in the finance economic sector, which is good for me. I got to concentrate on my life and my stuff and my channel, that I can't be spending time on other people's, what other people got to say and do. We kind of got the blueprint and what we need to be doing now, and to have that, um, we got to start doing more and less. I want to say we have to be less talking and more doing. That's it. So that's what we're amping up to do once we settle in out there, and then showcase it to you guys, everything we're doing and where we're going, and the change of lifestyle from being apart and being on the road trucking to changing your whole paradigm to enjoying a different style of life that makes money, but also you have fun, indulging in hobbies and interest and all that other jazz. So it's just hard work to get there, but it can be done but it takes sacrifice and commitment. It's a trait many people have now given up on and just either settle for the life it is as good as it's going to get for them, or we've seen a lot of them play the victim and think it's owed to them. So whatever their mindset is, we definitely pick and choose who we think is going to need to be in our lives, depending on their positive outlook in life and their drive. So until next time, folks, stay safe, continue educating yourself. Knowledge is learned, not taught, and we will see you all in the next video.